Hi, welcome back. I'm Jo from Lisdale Fitness. Today I've got for you a short but ever so sweet, wonderful, gentle Pilates session, full body. So follow along with me and ease your back in your body. So we're going to start with the knees bent and the feet about hip distance apart. Then sit up as tall as you can. If you need to, you could place a towel or something at your lower back for a bit of support if that helps you. And just place your hands underneath your thighs, try not to grip with the legs. So we gently engage the abdominals and pelvic floor. And we're going to inhale and tilt the pelvis back towards you. So you're creating a pelvic tilt, slide back just a little way. Pause and inhale, exhale, sitting up, and then stop. And then inhale, tilt the pelvis, roll back. And coming back up. And we'll do 4 more. Exhale, roll back, C-shaped spine. Try and keep your head pulled back and don't stick your chin up. And up, 3 more. Inhale, you don't have to go back too far. Keep that C shape in the lower back. So we're not rounding and hunching the upper back. And up. Last 2 inhales, you should feel it in the abdominal muscles. Exhale. 1 more. And roll. And come back up. Lovely. We're going to now lie down onto your back and we'll have the feet and knees hip distance apart. So we just think about breathing. So let's just place our hands on our ribs and just breathing in, feeling the fingertips gently separate, and exhale, feeling the fingertips coming back together. So we'll do a couple more. Inhale, breathing into the ribs. Exhale, release. Last one. Inhale and exhale. So we're not breathing into our chest, we're breathing laterally. Okay, so we're just going to come into some knee rolls. So we're going to bring the feet together, the arms out wide in a T shape with the palms up. And just finding neutral in your spine. So just that center point where your lower back is just touching the mat. Your abs and pelvic floor engaged. You're going to inhale, keep the feet down, keep your ankles stacked, and roll your knees to the right. Just as far as feels good for you, keeping the left shoulder down. And back to center, and then over the other side, and back to center. So what we're doing is we're just preparing the sides of the body for work, giving them a little stretch, but preparing them for work. Okay, so we'll do a couple more. One more each side. Over, keep your shoulders heavy, don't let them roll with you. And rock. Lovely. Okay, we're going to bring the arms down, finding neutral again in your spine. So making sure your back isn't arched and it's not squashed. Pelvic floor, the front and the back passage are up and engaged, and the abdominals are in. So if you imagine you're wearing a belt, you have 10 holes on it. You want that belt to be about on the 3rd notch, okay? So we've got options here. We're going to come into toe taps, which is great for the lower back. We have options where you can have single leg fold if that works for you. If you have intense back pain or any struggles or worries about your back, just start off building the confidence up, knowing it feels good with one leg. You might do 4 on one leg, bring that one down, and then do 4 on the other, okay? Otherwise, we're going to bring both legs into tabletop. So shins parallel to the ceiling, knees over the hips. We're going to inhale to prepare, exhale, tap the right toe down, inhale, exhale, bring it back, left, and up, down, and up, making sure your back doesn't arch the whole time. Lower, up, lower, up, shoulders and arms are relaxed. Focus on your back, make sure that it doesn't tilt forward, 1 more each leg. And then right leg down, left leg down. Then we're just going to stretch up these hip flexors and come into some shoulder bridges. So you might want to shuffle down if you're next to a wall like I am. Shuffle down a bit so your arms don't bang. So nice neutral spine. Inhale, tilt the pelvis. Squeeze your glutes, push down through those feet and keep that pelvic tilt. Arms go back. Doesn't matter how high you go. All you're doing is focusing on keeping that pelvic tilt and going as best as feels good for you. Shoulders back. We don't want any pain. We don't want any stiffness. We're not pushing through any stiffness, and we don't want to arch our back like that. So we really want to keep that pelvic tilt that you create at the start. So inhale, tilt, keep the tilt, abs in, pelvic floor, glutes in. So you really got to focus because your body will want to arch to get you higher. So that's why I'm saying don't worry about height. We'll do one more. Inhale, tilt the pelvis, abs in, pelvic floor engaged, glutes in. And roll back down. Nice neutral spine once again. We're going to come into the 100. Okay, but again, if you need to, single leg fold is available and you would do half on one leg and half on the other. That would mean 5 breaths with one leg, 5 breaths with the other. So one breath is breathing in for 5 and out for 5, in case you didn't know. Otherwise, neutral spine, abs engaged, pelvic floor, bring both legs in tabletop. Shins parallel to the ceiling, knees over hips. We're not going to actually beat the arms here, and feel free to keep your arms down if that's better for you. We're just going to practice, if you can, having the arms off, not gripping with the legs. Abs are in, pelvic floor engaged, shoulders are down. Breathing in for the count of 5. And out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5. And in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Watch your back. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. At any time this feels a bit too much, bring one leg down. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. No beating here. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Feel free to bring your arms down anytime you need to. And one more, breathing in for 5 and out for 5. And we're going to bring one leg down and then the other one. Have a nice little stretch here. Reaching, reaching, reaching. Wonderful. Then we're going to come over onto your right side and we're going to come into a nice side kick. So you're going to have your right arm underneath your head and you're going to have your legs stacked on top of each other. If you have shoulder issues and you can't get your arm right underneath your head, say it comes here but it won't go here, get a towel or a Pilates block if you have one, put your head on the block and have your arms outstretched in front of you, and that left hand will still go in front like that, and the other arm can be extended like that. Okay, so that's a nice little modification for you. So just looking down, making sure you can just see your toes. Shoulders are down and away from the ears, so we're not hunching them up like that. Abdominals in, pelvic floor up, and gently engage those glute muscles. Lift the top leg, inhale, exhale, take it forwards, and flex the foot, glutes in, bring it back, nice and steady. 2, doesn't matter how far you go, we want to keep your body nice and stable, okay? So we don't want to be tilting the pelvis. 4, and we don't want to be rocking the body backwards and forwards. So the only thing that we're moving is the leg. 5, one more. And 6, wonderful. We're just going to lift the legs once together. Inhale, exhale. Just a little way if you can. If you're able to, take the arm away, holding 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand down, legs down. Lovely. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to come into clown. Again, optional is to have a band to wrap around your thighs. If you don't have a band, that's okay. Feel free to do it without. So arm under the head again, feet and knees stacked. So you haven't got one knee in front like that, feet together underneath your bottom. And we're going to have that hand down in front of you. So inhale to prepare. Exhale, squeeze your glutes. We're going to push up for 2 and lower 1, 2, 3, 4. And push up 1, 2, pause and exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Try not to let your body roll with you. Sometimes it can be helpful to place your hand on the back of the hip there, just to keep you steady and to help you focus on keeping yourself steady. We got 5 more. Maybe you connect your hand on your butt, and that helps you to think about engaging those glutes. We're not slamming the leg back down, we're doing it with control. 2 more. Lovely. And we'll stop right there. So we'll take that away, and we will come onto the front, and we'll come over onto the other side in a moment. Okay? So we're going to have the arms in a nice U shape with the legs behind you and the feet untucked like that. And we're just going to come into a little bit of some back extensions first as a way of preparing for swan dive, our full exercise. So shoulders down and away. Keep your arms flat. So you don't want your elbows too low. Keep them in a straight line to your shoulders if you can. And then just going to keep that pelvic bone gently resting on the mat. Inhale. Exhale, begin to lift the head and peel your upper body. Eyes just looking towards the top of the mat, and then roll back down. And inhale, exhale. Peel. Come back down. Feel that lovely little stretch in the back of the body. Things are loosening up here. Otherwise, it can feel like a big ask of your back to come straight into swan dive. If you haven't given this back a little bit of preparation for what we're about to ask it to do. Lovely, and we'll stop right there. So we're going to bring the feet together, heels out to the side. And we're going to prepare. So we're not going to do the full swan dive where we extend the arms. We're just going to do a little bit of prep here. So abdominals in, pelvic floor engaged. Focus on your upper back muscles and focus on peeling, not a big crunch, okay? So we're going to do 6. Inhale, exhale, peel and lift and come back down. Again, peel and lift. Eyes stay looking down so we don't crunch up the spine. Try to keep the legs relaxed. 3, 4, focus on your upper back, peeling and lifting, and try to keep your elbows in a straight line to the wrists. 2 more. 1 more. And lower back down. That's wonderful. Really good job. We'll just give that back a bit of a stretch now. So we will come onto all fours and get your knees wide if your hips will allow, big toes touching. And just straighten out your arms and just begin to allow that back to stretch back. A couple of breaths here. And just feel that nice sensation in your back as the hips go back. And your bum gets a little bit closer to your heels. 1 more breath here. And we're going to come onto our left side. So we'll come into side kick first. So if you need to, get a towel or a block for your head if your arm won't reach underneath the head, because we need your spine to be aligned, okay? Okay, so just check in with your body. So it's hard to know if you're aligned. So just checking in, you just want to be just about see your toes. You don't really want to be seeing your shins, okay? Shoulder down and away on that right hand, chin tucked in, head pulled back, and the palm of the left hand, if that arm is underneath your head, is point facing upwards. Okay, because we don't want to push it down, we don't want any grip in there. Right hand in front of the chest, glutes in, abs in, pelvic floor gently lift, front and back passage. Lift up the top leg, exhale, keep your left hip stable, and inhale, push it back. Doesn't matter how far your leg goes, it's not a competition. What we're interested in is keeping a stable body so you're not rocking and the pelvis isn't tilting. Okay, that's really important because it's about stabilizing, okay? Not how far can you go. Last one. Good. Then feet together. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift the legs if you can. Just a little bit. Doesn't have to be a lot. Engaging your glutes, abdominals if you can. Take the arm off and we hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lower back down. So you feel it here, yeah, in your bottom. There's no pinching or straining anywhere else. So next up, we're coming into our clams. So if you have a band, grab that and wrap that around your thighs. If you don't, you can get them pretty cheaply. You get a pack of 3 or something like that, or 4 even of different strengths. If you've not used a band before, keep it light, because the heavier you go, the more of a struggle it will be for you to push in, and you end up tilting backwards, okay? So shoulder down and away from the ears, chin tucked in. Again, use that towel if you need to for your head, and glutes in, push up, little pause and lowering back down. So we'll push up 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice and guided and gentle and slow and controlled on the way down. We're not, rushing here. Nothing about this is rushed. 5, exhale. 6, keeping your pelvis nice and steady. 2 more. And low back down. Wonderful. So last, but definitely not least, is our spinal rotation. So we're going to come into spine twists. So if you need to grab a cushion to sit on, I mean, I have clients that use bolsters, but I bear in mind that you may not have one of those, so a pillow or a couple of cushions, something like that can help make all the difference into being comfortable when you're seated upright. So hands in prayer position, shoulders down and away from the ears. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, twisting. Keep your hands at the chest. Inhale, exhale. Abdominals are in, shoulders are down and away. Twist, center, twist, center, twisting. So it's like that shoulder, upper back, twisting. You're not just twisting the head, you're rotating the upper body. So that shoulder's moving, that left shoulder really moves to left, hand stay at the chest. And then the right shoulder moves back, hand stay at the chest, and your head follows. So you're feeling it across your back. So we'll do 2 more each side. Try not to squeeze your legs. 1 more each side. Wonderful. Let's have a little stretch out here. Just stretch out those legs. We'll just point the toes upwards, give the back a little stretch. Inhale, exhale, rolling forwards, forwards, and back, and up, and over and back. And we'll just lie down. Just bring those knees into the chest, give them a hug. Gently rocking side to side. And bring your legs down. As you're ready, or stay rocking if you're enjoying that. But for me, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed that and I hope you find these exercises useful. If you have any comments or any questions at all, please feel free to comment and I'll be happy to answer any questions as best I can. Otherwise, that's it from me. Thank you for watching. See you next time.